Hey everybody, I'm in my 30s now, and everything I want to talk about in this video is something I wish someone told me when I was in my 20s. Now, if you're in your 20s and you think you've got time, then this video right here is for you. I'm going to tell you 20 very important points that I wish I knew when I was in my 20s. And the very last one is for everyone, not just for those in their 20s, but for everyone, even if you are in your 30s or 40s. I'm just here to tell you the harsh truths I wish someone had told me earlier. The very first truth I wish someone had told me when I was in my 20s is that nobody owes you anything. Not your family, not society, not your boss, not even your partner, not your boyfriend, not your girlfriend. The moment you stop expecting help and start owning your life, that's when things begin to shift for you. Now, I used to feel very angry when people didn't support me in the past. I used to ask myself like, why can't they support me? I'm gonna do this on my own no matter what. Along the line, I realized that everyone has their own battles that they are fighting in life. Everyone is going through it. So you can't expect everyone to support you through your journey. But that shouldn't make you to give up. So take responsibility for your success because no one else will. Just keep on fighting and you'll have yourself to thank in the near future. Now, number 2. Working hard doesn't guarantee success. This is a very sad truth. In reality, you can break your back working 9 to 5 or 9 to 12 and still be broke. I see people doing 12-hour shifts, 16-hour shifts, but still living paycheck to paycheck. So in reality, throughout my time living in Africa and through China and now in Canada, I've seen people working 16-hour shifts, 12-hour shifts, so many hours per day, but they still live paycheck to paycheck. Now, don't get me wrong. Hard work matters. Hard work is very important, but the direction to which you're putting your hard work into also matters. You shouldn't waste your time climbing the wrong ladder. It doesn't matter how fast you climb. You need to remember that it's a marathon, not a sprint. Everyone has their own time. Now is the time for you to explore. It doesn't mean you should feel lazy or not work hard. You should work hard in your 20s, but know what you are doing. You should know exactly where you are heading to and the goal you aim to achieve. The third reality you need to understand in your 20s is that your degree means less than you think. Well, it depends on what you plan to do in life and what your passion is. But your degree means much less than you think, especially in the world that we live in right now. Now, the world is moving fast and companies are hiring based on what you can do and not what is on your wall or what you've achieved in school. You can have a 4 GPA, you can have the best grades in school, but you still can live a life without a job, which is so hard for so many people. I studied marketing when I was in my university, but then I learned more from YouTube, from freelancing and real life business than I ever did in school, and it really helped me a great deal. I'm not undermining school. School is very important. I learned a lot from school too, but what I've learned in real life is more important. Now, you need to focus on building your skills, not just the titles that I have a degree in this or I have a master's in this. You need to build the skills. I once heard someone say school was created in the past to train factory workers. Although there's some truth to it, I think if you choose to keep going to school, it should be for the right reasons. Like maybe it's a career that you must go to school to do that career and you need to be passionate about that career. Like if you want to be a doctor, if you want to be a nurse, of course, all those require the right training in school. And if that's what you love, then go for it. But if it's not what you love, then you need more skills to be able to progress in our world today. Point number 4, time is your most valuable currency, not just money. Now, let me explain. You will never be 23, 25, or 27 years again in your life. This is the only time you're going to be that age. Every hour, every minute, every second you waste scrolling on TikTok, scrolling on social media, watching dumb stuff, it's not going to help you. It's just stealing time from your future self. Now, you need to start measuring the value in time blocks, not just in dollars. For example, what I believe is that most people who manage their time best are the winners or are the people who are going to win in the future. Now, don't get me wrong. It doesn't mean you shouldn't scroll through TikTok or Instagram or social media at all. It's important to scroll through all of this because you see a lot of stuff that can help you get more ideas. For example, some of the best money-making videos can come from social media, which can open your mind to business ideas. You just need to make sure that you train your social media algorithm to show you what can be helpful for your future. You shouldn't just go to social media and keep scrolling with no point of focus. You need to know what you're looking at, what you want the algorithm to recommend to you. Now, one good thing these days is that even content that teaches you amazing business ideas, amazing tactics regarding money and how to save, how to invest, all these on social media are made in a fun way. So you can learn in an amazing way without feeling bored as compared to watching dumb stuff. And it's very important. Do not waste your time. Now, point number 5, I've heard a lot of people say this every time, like your 20s is for you to figure it out. But you need to realize that your 20s is not just for you to figure it out. Well, yes, you need to experiment. You need to use your 20s to try different ventures, try different options in life. But then you shouldn't forget to build. This is your foundation decade, and you need to learn how to cook. You need to learn how to manage your money better. You need to learn how to speak confidently. You need to build your body language. You need to read books. You need to understand all of these foundations, because once you hit your 30s, life starts to collect the rent from the choices that you made while you were in your 20s. So if you had already built a foundation right now in your 20s, when you get to your 30s, you can make use of all of that, all the ideas. It's like learning how to read when you're a baby, and as you grow up, you use your reading skills to make money, to do a whole lot more, and that really helps. Do not undermine this. So use your 20s wisely, build, learn the skills that will help you long term. Now, point number 6, you will lose friends, and that's normal. You need to understand this. The earlier you understand this, the better for you. You will lose friends in your 20s, and you will even lose more friends in your 30s. That's normal. You might outgrow them, or they might outgrow you. Some people were only meant to be in your story for a few chapters. You were only meant to be in some people's stories for a few chapters. Don't get any hard feelings. Don't feel bad about that. It happens, and if it's happened to you, you need to move on. Do not chase old friendships out of guilt. Do not feel like you have abandoned someone. You are fighting for your life. Your friend is fighting for their life too. You need to respect growth. You need to respect your growth, and you need to respect their growth. Now, you feel guilty, but you will eventually survive. Growth is lonely. It's very lonely. Sometimes you will need to be alone in order to achieve the best for yourself, because in reality, elevation requires separation. Some friends will laugh at your dreams, others will distract you from them, some will support your dream. You need to know and understand the difference. There's different friends. There's a saying that goes, show me your friends and I'll tell you who you are. I personally have had friends from my secondary school days through my university days that we no longer talk right now. No hard feelings to them, no hard feelings, because it's normal. Everyone grows. Everyone is definitely going through it. Like, everyone is going through their life right now, especially when you hit your 30s. Like right now, there's a lot of friends that when I talk to them, they like say, oh, it's so hard out here. It's hard for everyone, for me too, and everyone. So you need to understand that everyone is fighting their own battles. You won't carry your friends, all of them, onto old age. Some will stay with you, some will not. Actually, when I was much younger, I had a friend, for example, who left my country in Africa to the US. I messaged him on Facebook a couple of times, and he actually read the messages over and over, but I had no replies. I felt bad, obviously, and I thought, this guy, he no longer cares. That's a bad friend. But along the line, I realized that it's just normal. It's growth. People do grow. People do outgrow friendships and focus on other things in life. It's normal. You need to understand this. When you accept this, everything will definitely align for you. Now, point number 7, your family won't always understand your journey. This is a very important one, because if you are trying to break generational patterns or trying to do something differently from what has been done in your family before, your family won't understand you. They may call you proud. They may say you're too ambitious. Some may say you are lost or you don't know what you are doing. Believe in yourself. You can definitely do it. Most of our top supporters won't be our family members. Maybe you're building a YouTube channel, you're starting your content creation journey, you're doing social media, or you're trying to start a business of some kind. but your family doesn't patronize you, people close to you do not support you, it's no big deal. Do not feel bad about it. Suck it up and keep going. All of these people will eventually come around, because if you stay focused and you know where you're heading to and you succeed, everyone's definitely going to be proud of you. It's not like people hate you. They do not hate you. They just do not understand what you are working towards. Now, point number 8, discipline beats motivation every single time. This has really worked for me a great deal, because I believe motivation fades, hype dies, but discipline keeps going. If you can stay disciplined and consistent, trust me, you will make it in so many different aspects in life. I didn't always feel like filming content for YouTube or social media or studying or learning anything, any new business ideas that I had to start. I never felt like it, but I fought hard. I self-learned, and look at me today. Here I am doing all of this, which I learned from YouTube. So I just did my best to show up anyway. I started small, it was hard. Then I built up everything that I put in the work towards, and you can definitely do it too. For example, when I started this channel, I made videos for over a year, getting from like between 5 views to a few hundred views after a couple of months. And then exactly 1 year later, one of my videos just blew up, and the rest was history. That was because of discipline and consistency. I had no reason to keep going. I felt like everything wasn't working in my favor. But that's life. You need to stay consistent. Just feeling motivated at a point in time will not help you over time. Some days you feel bad, but you gotta keep pushing. Now, if you can keep going even when no one is clapping for you, you will definitely make it. Now, point number 9, most people are faking it. You need to realize this, especially in the social media age right now. That influencer who just bought a car, it might be leased. That digital nomad who is traveling around the world, feeling free, might be drowning in credit card debt. Do not feel that pressure. Do not compare your real life to someone's edited version on social media, because everyone's success calendar is different. Do not let the pressure get to you. Do not let it get under your skin. Stay focused on your goal. Everyone started just like you. You can't skip a stage. You can't compare your first year to someone's 5th year. You are on your journey. If you're in your 20s or even in your 30s, stay consistent, stay focused. Your time will come. Now, point number 10. If you're always broke, you do not have an income problem. You have a habit problem. You need to be able to manage your time well and manage your money well. For example, I think $1,000 a month with discipline will take you further than $4,000 a month with no plan, maybe excessive spending. You need to track your spending, understand what you're spending your money on, create a budget if possible, learn about money. There's a lot of videos that can help you. There's tons of podcasts here on YouTube, here on Spotify. You can watch those videos, learn so much more. There's Diary of a CEO, there's Alex Hormozi. Most of these people will teach you a whole lot that you didn't learn in school, and it will help you to manage your money and grow eventually. And that will definitely help you when you get a little bit older. Now, on to point number 11. Your job is not your purpose. Your job pays the bills. Your purpose fills your soul. Now, you do not need to confuse the two. I worked jobs that I didn't really love, but I always carved out time for my passion. Creating content, storytelling, business, and doing other stuff that I love during my free time. And you can do it too. And the best time to start is when you are in your 20s. I wish I started my YouTube channel much earlier. There's no risk in starting. Now, you do not need to quit your 9-to-5 job in order to build something by the side. Maybe if you want to build your content creation platform, if you want to start a business, you do not need to quit your 9-to-5. Instead, you can use your 9-to-5 to build your business. It may take some time, but who knows where it might definitely lead you. For example, just say you work 8 hours a day. Now, you work 8 hours a day and you still got 18 hours. Let's say you sleep 7 hours a day, you still got 9 hours. and then, for example, you have 4 hours to relax, to have your lunch, breakfast, dinner, to handle other stuff that you want. That's 4 hours. If you put all of this together, you still have up to 5 hours left to put into something. Now, you have 5 hours to build your business, to create some content, do anything. It's so easy. Take your phone, create some content. That is the new gold mine these days. Of course, it's hard to build a following, it's hard to build the content, it's hard to do it. But if you start, you will definitely make it. Imagine if you're in your 20s right now and you start, by the time you get to your 30s, you will have the experience. Well, on to point number 12. No one's coming to save you. I love this one. Not your rich uncle, not your boss. No miracle is going to happen for the skies to open and fall down for you to have some amazing stuff like manna from heaven. If you're waiting for someone to save you or to give you a shot, you're already lost. You need to be your own rescue plan. Good thing these days, there's a lot of options that you can take. Now, take the class, start the channel, launch the idea, do the business you're thinking about. Just start. There's no risk. No one's going to come hit you because you started. And keep going. Stay consistent. Point number 13. Attraction fades, character stays. I was watching a video on social media some days back, and I came across this video where a content creator was asking a wealthy old man about his best financial decision, like the best financial decision he ever made in his life. And do you know what he said? He said the best financial decision he ever made in his life was the woman he got married to. That perfect partner won't always look the same. The most important aspect of any relationship is respect, values, and how they treat you when things go wrong. And if you get the right partner, they can help you build your financial goals. They can help lead you to your financial freedom. You need to choose someone who builds with you, not just someone who wants to build on their own. If you have decided to take a partner, you guys need to work together. So that's why it's very important who you choose. This ideology has helped me during the past decade while being with my partner. Now, you need to remember this. It won't always be all roses and sunshine during your relationship, but you guys have to keep fighting, keep pushing through the difficulties that will come, and of course, grow through the moments, and you'll have yourselves to appreciate in the long run. On to point number 14. If you do not ask, you do not get. Closed mouths do not get fed. You need to understand this. I used to be very shy to ask for help in the past. Like, I lost a lot because I couldn't speak out. I had to learn how to talk to people. I had to learn how to ask for what I wanted. And that has really helped me a lot. Everything I've done, talking to people, asking for what I thought could help me, has really helped me. I believe that's a success skill which everyone needs to learn. Now, point number 15. Success is boring. Success is actually waking up and doing the same thing over and over again. It's not the viral moments, it's not the applause. If you can't embrace consistency over hype, you will quit before the results come. So many people feel good when they are saying, oh yeah, you're doing great. They keep going, they keep going. We are not kids. Kids get happiness from that. But once you get to your 20s and eventually to your 30s, people won't always clap for you, but you need to keep going. Now, point number 16. Comfort is the enemy of growth. Everyone loves a comfort zone. If you stay in your comfort zone, that's where the problem happens. If life feels too easy right now, you are probably not growing. And your future will be very, very difficult for you. I used to avoid discomfort like a plague in the past. I used to try to relax, watch movies, watch like a lot of TV shows, have fun. Now, I chase discomfort. It's not easy. Sometimes I still face difficulties. Everyone does. But I want you to understand that if you can push through this, then that's the beginning of success. Now, point number 17. Regret hits harder than rejection. Rejection only lasts a moment. Someone says no to you, you feel bad at that point in time. But then, if you do not try, regret can haunt you for the rest of your life. Because I believe that you will eventually recover from a no. But recovering from not trying and letting your fears win over asking something from someone who could have changed your life, that's the worst feeling in the world. Now, on to point number 18. The world doesn't care about your potential. Yeah, that's sad but true. Potential is cute and all when you're like 21 and in your early 20s, it's nice to see your potential. But once you start hitting 29 or you're getting into your 30s, people expect so much from you. They want to see what you can do, what can you bring to the table. That's why people start asking you. It's no longer cute. Now this is real life. This is real business. So if you can take action now in your 20s, then your 30s will be much easier for you. Now, point number 19, we're almost at the end. And of course, like I told you, the last one will be amazing for everyone. Point number 19, you become who you hang around. This is something that is very important, and I have experienced it myself. You know, energy is very contagious. If you're around complainers, broke thinkers, lazy friends, friends who just like playing games 24/7, friends who just want to relax, have drinks, listen to music every time 24/7 and just have fun, guess what's going to happen? You will eventually be like them. So that's the reason why you need to surround yourself with people who challenge you, who talk about ideas, who talk about growth, about business. Try as much as possible. When you call your friends, try to bring up a business idea, talk with them. That's the reason why most of the biggest successful companies today were built by friends. Roommates, apartment mates, sharing rooms. That's how many big businesses and billionaires start. So you need to know who you're making friends with. This is very vital for your growth. Now, on to the last but not the least, and the most important right now, is that if you're not using social media and AI to build something, you are already behind. You're scrolling on a tool that could build your future. So many young people have become millionaires on social media. Social media is free marketing. It's unlike before when people had to build websites and have a company to be successful. AI can help you write. AI can help you design. AI can help you brainstorm. AI can help you launch a business. Use it to your advantage, and it's almost free or free in most cases. I do my best right now to make use of all of this. So can you. You shouldn't just be a consumer on social media. You need to create. Be a creator. Even massive companies are making use of AI. I'm sure you've heard that people are losing jobs because of that. No one knows who's next, who's going to lose their jobs next. So if you are wise right now and you're in your 20s, make use of this. Learn AI, learn social media, learn how to harness the power of AI, the power of social media. The truth is that life doesn't always wait for you to figure it out. If you're in your 20s, you have a gift, but also a test. And most people waste this time in their lives. So you shouldn't be in the group of most people. And I appreciate everything that I've learned so far, and I hope this video has opened your mind to take action. So if you got value from this video and want to get more value in future, feel free to like this video, subscribe to this channel, and of course stay tuned because there's so much more to come. And I'm always going to be here. Thank you so much. Stay tuned. Remember, this is Willene. See you next time.